Hey guys, Todd Schroth here, the Todd Schroth Home Selling Team. Here with my partner Diego Joseph, here to discuss the March market update. Diego, appreciate you being here today and everything you're doing for the team. Let's talk about what's going on in the markets right now.
Well, first, Todd, thank you for inviting me, and I'm really excited about March. Why? Because it is the start of the springtime, and you know, my birthday just passed.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, thank you. The Todd Schroth Home Selling Team actually bought me some cookies, and I truly appreciate it.
Crumble cookies, a little plug for the crumble.
Very good. I'm excited about those also. But yeah, let's get back into real estate. So we understand everyone. Start of the summer is coming in, and everyone's about to, start their planning processes just for, selling their home. Usually, you might see a lot more movement starting in the spring.
Yes, for sure. So as we're diving into the spring market, we're seeing more inventory coming on the market. What are you seeing, for the first quarter, wrapping up March as the days on market for Orange and Seminole County?
Well, in Orange County, there's just below 1,000 homes on the market right now that are active, and in Seminole County, there's just above 300. There's around 320 active homes for sale.
So what does that look like for average days on market?
Well, it's going to vary always between, specific locations, but, just general amount, 20 to 25 days is kind of, the threshold there.
So between Orange and Seminole County, we're seeing between 20 to 25 days on market, which is still decent time, for homes selling. I mean, we're seeing some that are even lower and longer. What determines like the properties sitting on the market longer?
Well, I think it's the individual communities. Buyers have a demand for specific areas, and I think in those individual areas are where you see the extremely hot markets. And and some other, the market is active, super active everywhere, but in some of those other areas, it might be a little bit slower. There might be less demand there.
So you're talking about as they say, location, that is going to drive the price and condition, or is going to drive the price. So it's like location, condition is going to drive the price of what the property is and the speed of the market.
100%.
Cool. So for Orange and Seminole County, what are you seeing on the average price range for those two areas?
Well, Todd, for Orange County, the average price for a home right now is $450,000. In Seminole County, it's going to be around $400,000.
So with those two numbers as your average, what are you seeing like offers coming in? Are they coming in below, or are you seeing people going over and above trying to secure properties?
Well, that's it's often a specific question.
Yeah.
A general answer to that is, you're gonna have to bring your highest and best offer to the table to get an offer accepted. So, let's just say that's likely the case. It's not always 100. It's not always like that. Coming in strong in the beginning is put your best foot forward, because a lot of times we wouldn't do highest and best. Let's say, I want to say back in the day is always like a year or two ago, not in this market, but we'd always say we get multiple offers. Okay, cool, let's go second round and bring highest and best. Now it's, if you love that house, you better put in your strongest offer up front, because there's no more going back and forth. Yes, sir. Sellers are not waiting for you to come back and make a second offer and try to renegotiate prices. You might not get that chance. The opportunity might not be on the table. There's other buyers who potentially understand more what they're dealing with, and they're willing to commit up front and make the strong offer.
One of our sellers recently, they're an older couple, they were busy with all the showings and they didn't really like it. So we had an open house scheduled for a Sunday, and we had 5 offers that came in on the table, some with escalation clauses, but we had one contract that put their best foot forward. And we said, you know what, this is such a great offer. Let's just go ahead and cancel the open house and sign this contract because of what these people presented up front. If they would have waited to say, let's wait till the end and go back and forth with all the contracts, then they would have been, it could have been another 5 or 10 offers on the table. But this lady put their best foot forward and put $30,000 over asking and gave the sellers what they wanted. So we were able to secure these buyers were able to secure the property for our listing. And so that's what you have to do, is don't wait till the last minute, because what we did was we canceled the open house. So people who were waiting until Sunday or Monday to put the offer in ended up not getting the opportunity, because if you love the house, you got to get that contract in.
Well, yeah, she sounds like she came in prepared.
Yep.
And understood the situation.
And ask the agents, I think, is another good one.
Yeah,
What's going on?
They're going to provide great guidance. They obviously are going to do everything they can to help the seller. But, from, general perspective, these agents are going to give you just the real deal situation.
Yeah. So, Diego, as we're diving into the second and third quarter, really the second quarter is hitting the spring to summer market. What are you advising your buyers to do, as it gets more competitive with more buyers out? There's a lot more sellers, so it's cool we have more inventory to choose from, but there's also a lot more buyers that are trying to get moved right during that school zone, or as the school season's ending. So what are you suggesting your buyers doing right now?
My best advice is to keep your eyes peeled and stay tuned. With this coming inventory, walking into the spring, a surplus of inventory is expected. Those present new opportunities for those buyers who have been in it and are ready and prepared for those opportunities. So that's my best advice. Stay into the market, and I'm also helping them with that. I'm sending them properties every chance that I get when I see valuable homes that I think they might love. So I think that's going to continue to remain the situation.
Perfect. Put the best foot forward on things and stay diligent to the market is what I'm hearing. And if we're staying diligent to the market, that means stay engaged and don't get frustrated, because as I've explained to some, hey, we're going to submit 4, 5, 6 offers, and the first one or two might be a learning experience. Yeah. But we're not going to find the perfect home, but you can make your next home the perfect home.
Yes. Do your agent a favor by understand, asking questions about pre-approval and proof of funds documents, and having that ready up front, and arming your agent with the best tool to make you successful.
Yeah.
That's extremely important. I think that's a vital deal there.
Good piece there. My next question for you would be: are you suggesting your buyers buy now or wait till the summer, or should they just keep the track forward and keep writing offers as they see the properties coming on?
Well, I think that question is, just best answered, what's suitable for you. Every market presents different, there's different properties, different communities getting more active, so let's find out if anything on the market right now suits you, and do you like what you see? Are you comfortable purchasing that home? And is this a home that you're gonna love this home? And if that question isn't answered, maybe it is best to be a little bit patient.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. So the buyers you're doing offers for right now, are you suggesting that they go over asking, waiving appraisals? What are you recommending that they do to secure that winning bid?
All right, relative to the area that they're in, if you're out there in that Kissimmee, Osceola area where those vacation properties or rentals are the deal, then I think you're gonna have to do everything you can to separate yourself from the competition in that market and secure that property, because it is.
It's competitive.
It's competitive.
Yeah.
It's competitive.
So let's talk about the local market here. Orange and Seminole County. Where it's not the vacation homes that are like the standard 4-bedroom, 2-bath pool home that everybody loves. What are you recommending your buyers doing there? $400,000 house. Are you suggesting they go in at 400? Are you suggesting they go in at 410 or 420? Or what's their threshold that you're trying to help push them for?
Well, depending on how much attention that home is getting,
Mm-hmm.
how many offers are out already, hopefully we can get some of those questions answered and, come up with that clean offer to make those sellers, to make them say yes right now. And the longer you wait, potentially, the more
competition sit on the property.
The longer it's out, the more time you're giving other people to come and take up and also make an offer.
So what I'm hearing is call the agent, see what's going on with the house. It also depends on the days on market. If it's brand new, it's going to be a different story. If it's a 30-day listing, you're going to see, potentially a better chance to buy it at asking price or below. And then if it's a brand new listing, you're going to go in with your best foot forward, offering over asking, depending on what's going on with the seller and their needs and stuff.
Definitely.
Awesome.
So there's a couple scenarios out there, like, when we're writing offers and they don't have the opportunity to waive appraisals or waive inspections or, get really, really creative where they just got to they can only write standard contracts. What are, I know we've had some lenders and you're talking about different programs that are out there. Well, let's discuss those programs we've got as a potential for those buyers to help win those deals.
All right. There are plenty of buyers that are, just struggling right now. I have buyers who are struggling right now to, get their offer accepted and, still buy a property that's true to its worth. So, like you just said, being creative is part of the deal in this, in this market. Those those programs that turn your buyer into a cash buyer essentially are, can be important. Our team, we work with a few programs and we make those available to our buyers to, push them to the top. However we can, we want to put you in the best position.
So you're saying our financed buyers, it's harder, but cash, as they say, cash is king. And programs like with one of our lenders, or a couple of our lenders are working with, have those cash programs where they'll put your buyer as a cash buyer. May not have to offer $30,000 over asking because, what's the situation with the 30 grand, but hey, I have a cash buyer sitting here who can close in 14 days and potentially give, some other options to the sellers after the fact. That's a better situation. And then you back that up with a finance deal after that cash deal closes.
Yeah, you want to put yourself in the priority position as soon as possible. The less time wasted, the better,
Yeah.
So,
no, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So Diego, now that we're on to sellers, what do you recommend that your sellers that you're talking to do?
Well, even though interest rates have begun to creep up, the demand from buyers are still there and it's still in surplus all over Florida really right now. And, if you're selling your home, you're still in a great position. You're selling into a strong seller's market where there's not a lot of inventory on the market, and there's a great buyer pool there. There's a lot of eyes on the property.
Yeah, it's better. Normally we're running out with the buyers and saying, okay, which one of the 5 do we like? It's now the sellers have the option to say which one of the 5 do we like. So it's a flipped market right now, which is great for the sellers. If you do want to sell and cash out and capitalize, get it on the market and do it now. Diego, thank you for being here today and giving us the insight as far as what you're seeing into the markets for March and going into spring and stuff. I really appreciate your insight and what you're delivering out to your buyers and your sellers that you're talking with. And any final words you want to throw out there?
Well, Todd, I just want to thank you for having me.
Yes.
This has been an enjoyable experience, and I'm excited to share anytime I get the chance, and I appreciate it.
Yes, awesome. Thanks, guys.
All right.